Do it, baby. Alright. Alright. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There we go. One. Next. Next. What up, what up? What up, what up? There we go. There we go. Yo, Elite, what's up, buddy? What happened with Petrino? Did he fucking pull out? Is he not fighting? Yo, Lolita, what's up? 7K on him so far? Dude. Dude. You are a baller, buddy. Holy crap. Gosh. I don't want him to lose because then I have to hear about Austin Lane, and he's just so bad. Crazy money? Yeah. That's crazy money for sure. For sure. Holy crap. Oh, not that. There we go. He's going to hit him with that check left hook. Oh, I hope so. I'm here for an Austin Lane knockout. Getting knocked out. I don't want him to win. Let's go. It's crazy, too, because, like, that win is kind of obviously looking pretty good because Modestus looks pretty good in his last couple fights. Drinking a kombucha. Thinking about also when I go live on YouTube, going live on Twitch. Just trying to get this stuff pushed out a little bit more. But we are 70 away, give or take, from 4,000. Pretty unfucking believable. Pretty unbelievable. Plays banjo. What's up, Andrew? I was looking at StreamYard. The problem with StreamYard, especially if you want to have like Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff, it costs so much money to do both. It's like fucking $30 a month. Appreciate you, Lolita. Appreciate you. Here, let me see. Oh, there's a bunch of updates to it too. Okay. Got it. So let me see. Yeah. No, don't want that. Yeah, to have two different like I was talking about, two different like streaming to YouTube, streaming to Twitch at the same time. Obviously, is what I would want to do. Add another. No, not Twitter. No. There. Drop a like. What's up, Big Bubba? Appreciate ya. Martini, Brazil. What's up? Hope you're doing well. Oh, 758-330. So I watched the Mike Perry Connor thing. That was weird. That was weird. Gotta be honest. Streamed to multiple platforms. Yeah, it's like $70 a month. What? Oh wait. Multi-stream 3 destinations. Holy shit. That's not happening. There's no way. Why is it weird? I haven't seen it. Like Connor gets in Mike Perry's face. Mike Perry's really aggressive in the face off. It's just weird stuff. Connor saying he's going to the Oval Office. He's coming back to the UFC and stuff. It just, yeah, it sucks. It sucks to see someone who was so talented, uh, kind of lose himself a little bit. I think, but on the other side of that, he's built himself. He makes a lot of money by being him. I mean, yeah. Become so full of himself, yeah. But I appreciate you guys being here. Pretty good card to me. Coming up a few days from now, honestly. Obviously. One day. Oh. So I like Taliesin Teixeira. I really do. But he doesn't have good strike defense. I'm doing all right, man. I feel like I'm a little bit not as tired as I was last time trying to stream. But yeah, 83-inch reach, which seems crazy because Derrick Lewis has a decent reach as well. But he's better than Justin Tafa. 79, so 4-inch reach advantage. He's 3-0 against guys that are taller than 6'5" or something like that, 6'3". So. Yo, what's up, man? Appreciate you. How's everything going? I think there's going to be like 10 finishes tomorrow. Or Saturday, I guess. Jesus. It's 12 tomorrow. Yeah, I see you was looking really tired on the last stream. You're looking really good now. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I was tired. I was tired, for sure. Yeah, and I think beating Justin Tava, who I think's okay, beating Justin Tava in under 40 seconds, it doesn't do anything to me. I mean, it doesn't like, oh, this guy's a threat. I think Lewis has to be careful against the cage. I think Lewis has to be careful letting Taliesin get too close to him. But Derrick Lewis can finish this fight at any moment he wants. Also, he said in an interview with MMA Junkie that they asked him, "Are you going to wrestle him?" He goes, "No. No." That shit cracks me up. Yo, Mason, what's up? I'm too excited for Teixeira versus Derrick Lewis, too. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun fight, man. And like I said, Derrick Lewis is 3-0 against tall fighters. Okay, cool. That's a stat I wasn't really for sure of, but that's pretty fucking awesome. Why even put that top one? You're going to kill that drink. Right? Oh, yeah. You're right. Well, Slamming Ateba, Bruno Fiera, Islam Dalatov parlay for 30K on 318. Whew. Yeah, I don't. Hold on. I know it's Bruno. I'm pretty sure I agree. Dolatov, Etiba, yes. Bruno, yes. And I think there's another one. Yep, I agree. 30K is wild. That is crazy. All right, you're just gonna keep saying the same stuff. You can go away. See you later, buddy. Yep, you're going to Nashville. I forgot you told me that. Need Petrino bad? Yeah, I agree. I don't know why. I know they have what's his face as underdog. Not Justin Taffa. Jesus Christ. What's his name? Austin Lane. He's a plus 460 as he should be. As he should be. Could you beat John Jones? No. Lewis 100% gets the win. I keep seeing the opposite. People saying that Lewis 100% does not win this. Awful picks. If it's awful, who are you picking? Explain yourself a little bit. Yeah, I like Lewis. Obviously. Lewis getting put to sleep with an elbow. Against the cage, it could be a little weird. But beating Justin Taffa doesn't really do anything for me. What was it? Oh yeah, when I did my betting video, they have over 1.5. It's at like plus 200 or something like that in that fight. I like those odds. Will Lewis show up? And if Lewis shows up, does Lewis show up in the ring? I think so. And I don't think Tollison is like that dangerous to where if he's completely out of it, one shot's gonna put him out. I think the best shot for that to happen is against the cage, but Derrick Lewis hit so hard when this guy has fought nobody. I think even an off Derrick Lewis could beat him. Just like Ty put Lewis away. Yeah, but that fight, like Lewis was winning, and then he wasn't. It's weird. It's a hard one. Who has the most to lose and who has the most to gain at Nashville? Thanks for Epic Beard, bro. I appreciate you, Forrest. Most to lose, honestly, I think it's Vitor Petrino. Being undefeated, 2-fight losing streak, he loses 3 in a row. I think he has the most to lose, to be honest. And who has the most to gain? Ooh, that's a great question, honestly. Most to gain. Eduardo Mora? Because Murphy's a veteran, they need they need more talent at that flyweight for women's division. Eduardo Mora, probably. Lewis, by hot ball energy, he was the most KO so far. Yep. In my opinion, he has the most weapons to take down Teixeira. He's not going to take him down. He said it in an interview. He's not going to. Only got 4K on Mike Davis, but I think he wins. I think so, too. I picked him. Typically don't pick him, honestly, but I picked him in his last one. He looked awful in that last fight. So, Mitch Ramirez, I don't think there's anything to sniff at. But Davis should win this. Ben Askren video? Absolutely. Yep, I watched it. I talked about it. I posted it on Twitter. What my thoughts were. It broke me. That was hard, man. That was a hard one. Yeah, he's talking, making sense. Yep, absolutely is. 100%. Yo, El Nasty, what's up, buddy? Teixeira has the most to gain, in my opinion, due to he's only had one UFC fight, and now he's beating Derrick Lewis. That's massive. See, it's a double-edged sword. Because I think if he beats Lewis, Lewis is that guy. If you beat him, you're going up. I don't mean like you're moving up. No. They're going to throw you up to the wolves. I don't think Teixeira needs to be thrown to the wolves if he beats Lewis. And you're only going to get bigger fights fighting Lewis. Because, like, Tai Tuivasa's not fighting, because Rosenstruck's not there anymore. There's not much guys to go through. Who's next? Marcin Tybura, probably? Probably. Somebody like that. Sergey Spivak? Probably. Somebody like that. So I don't think he has the most to gain. Because if he wins this fight, He's has 2 fights in the UFC, and he's fighting in the top 10. And I don't think he's ready for fighting in top 10. Lewis put Volkov to sleep. Yeah, he did. Gan or Volkov? Volkov. He's on the road to recovery. Definitely the surgery cost $2 million. Holy shit. Whew. Yeah, Lewis knocked out Blades. Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he looked. I mean, he was knocking. He was knocking. Whew. Derrick for the KO. I hope so. Steve is gonna knock Kelvin out. I hope so. I hope so. Grumpy cat in the background, rip. Appreciate you. Don't worry, Jake Paul paid for Ben's medical bills. Good for Jake Paul. Derrick will give up. Okay. Okay. Yes, Mason. Yeah, I seen Jake talking about that, trying to get his flowers. Jake knocked him out, then helped him out. Yeah. Yeah. Ben should have never been in there. Never. Never should have been in there. Chris Curtis is back. Yep. In a pretty tough matchup, to be honest. Pretty tough. Some anonymous angel donated $500K to Ben Askren. That's awesome. That's awesome. He's going to smash Max. I don't know. I think Curtis wins, but Max is tough. What's up, Cayman? The Taliesin dude has fought no one. Agreed. 100%. Yep. There's dangerous areas, yes, but Covington, who sucks, was able to beat Max. That was a long time ago. That Covington was good. Well, what's the weather in LaPorte? Mid-80s. Curtis wins by margin. Yes. Yes. Yep. Taliesin beat the GOAT Tafa. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. Maybe it was Dana who donated. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that's possible. Has Fisher gone against Shamil? No. He's fought one time, Justin Tafa. That's it. He smashed Tafa with that elbow. Yeah. He's going to do it to Lewis? Maybe. I think Lewis is better than Tafa. But, yeah. I don't think John Jones, Matt Hamill should have been a loss for John. I agree. Lewis is better than Tafa. Yeah, 100% better than Tafa. Lewis has more experience, so I have a good feeling about him winning. Me too. And he's undefeated against long heavyweights or tall heavyweights. In a contender series, Tafa ate like 20 clean punches from a bum. He can't survive that. Yeah. Correct. Who do you want Volkov to fight next? Well, Dana said that if they think if they think a fighter won a fight, they're gonna treat him like he won the fight. So I would assume they're gonna act like Volkov won. Ooh, so I mean, honestly, you probably do him. Shit. Tybura or Spivak. I'd like him to see fight. Like to see him fight like Almeida or Gon, but he just fought Gon and got robbed. So, oh, you meant Taliesin? Yeah. Yes, Taliesin did. You're correct. You're correct. He did. In that Contender Series fight, yep. Tafa either knocks someone out or gets knocked out. Yep. They should have fucked. Yeah, right. I can't take punches and bunches against Lewis to land a KO. Correct. Correct. And he's used to fighting tall guys. So clown, yeah. Who do you think will win, Ilya or Arman? Ilya. Arman's striking defense is bad. Tallison will slump Lewis in the first. Okay. Okay. If it gets against the cage, there's a possibility of that happening, yes. If it's in the open, I like Lewis. Steve Garcia has a long KO streak. Yes, he does. Means Steve slumps Cater bad. I hope so. I hope so. Time to put Cater to sleep. Got to step in my cold shower. I have to get this over with. Okay. Armor boxing defense sucks. Correct. Bafim subs Wonderboy. I hope not. I hope not. If it stays on the feet, I think Wonderboy pieces him up. Leg kicks, body kicks, side kicks, straight punches. Bafim is not great as a wrestler. He's okay with his clinches, with his body lock takedowns, but that's really it. I clearly see Lewis flatline Tallison. Let's go. Let's go. Samu, sup? We'll put Arman to sleep. I think he beats him. Charles and Arman went to war to put Charles into another dimension. Yeah. Yes, he did. And I thought Charles beat Arman. I thought he beat Arman. So. Lewis also is not bad at finding counters. He's not just a brawler. He has some tricks of his own. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yep. Max Holloway is still coping to Ilya fight. I'm not sure if he will be fit to go against Dustin. He's not coping at all. No. But he'll be fine fighting Dustin. Also, that fight was 1-1 going into the third. He's doing okay. I still think Dustin will win the BMF belt. I do not. I thought Max won the second fight. Topuria smashed him. Yeah, Max and Dustin going to be a war. Oh, yeah. Costa Kopylov will be great. Kicking the battle off. If Costa shows up, yeah, that'd be wild. We'll see if the knockout affects Max. That's the question. Topuria does get hit, though. So at 170, I see a different outcome. 100%. Kopylov head kick KOs Costa. Really? Okay. Kevin Holland finishes D-Rod. I hope so. Oh, I hope so. It depends if the old Costa shows up. If the old Costa shows up, he mauls Kopylov. Who would you have in Ilya versus JDM? Ilya. JDM does get touched, and I don't know if his chin can take the power of Ilya. How activity is fucking insane. It's crazy. Who would you have in Gary versus Morales? Morales. I do worry with Morales' wildness at times. I think Gary's throws much more straighter, so it could be a little weird with that, but I like Morales. Who would you have in Shavkat Prates? Prates. It's another thing with the Gary. I like Prates' straight punches. I like his knees. I like his awkwardness. Again, a guy like Shavkat kind of has to get close or make it a brawl. Yeah, probably out of signing levels activity. Yeah, correct. Who do you got in the main event of 319? Oh, is that Chimaev and DDP? DDP. Topuria can be a three-weight world champion? No. The real question is how badly would I box you up, bearded man? That's not a question because you wouldn't. Morales would KO Hardy. Who? Oh, Gary. Okay, yeah. Who would you have in the Sean Brady Usman? Brady. Because I don't know how Usman's takedown defense would be. Who would you have in Buckley? Leon Buckley. I'm going to that Chicago card too. Oh, that's so sick. DDP by Falling Anvil. By whatever DDP wants. Prates is the most exciting fighter right now. There's an argument for that. He's fun. I'll be in Chicago in August, so Jesus, or two. Do you think Taker has a future, and what's the deal with Umar? No fights since the loss to Marab. I think Umar's dealing with a hand injury still. He broke his hand in that fight. I thought Taker lost his last fight against Azamat, something like that. Brady smashed Leon. Yes, he did. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Put your face to the ground. No. Okay. I need to see Drysis smash Jemaev live. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That stadium's gonna be rocking. Umar messed up his hand and still beat Marab. Correct. And you would think that his bro Usman comes to the UFC. Yes. Yes. At some point, yes. Yeah, he broke it. Yeah. Again, I thought he still won 3-2. I thought he won the first 3 rounds. After I'm done boxing you up, I will steal that cat art off yours. Okay. It's right here. Come get it. Dryces will survive the first round and put a beating on him. Yeah. Yeah. If Dryces can turn around, like turn on him when Chimaev has his back and he can reverse it, oh, he's beating Chimaev up. Umar will be champ. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Waterboy get it done? I hope so. God, I'm not ready for him to be retiring. I'm not ready for it. Hamza has conditioning issues right now. Right now. Always has. Especially a guy like he's in a fight, DDP thinking he can just maul him. Boy, you better be ready for a war. Protest sleeps Jeff? I think so. Okay, then don't put your face on the ground, obviously. Gene knocked Diego out, maybe. I mean, Volkanovski hit him with every shot in the world and didn't even really hurt him. Pico sleeps Evilov, that would be so sick. So sick. Could you imagine a debut? Whew. Whew. Even if he loses, Evilov has enough a name that it doesn't hurt Pico at all, honestly. God, that'd be so sick. Holy shit. Pico boxing is wild power. Yeah, his wild power. Mario shut Patchy down. Yeah, it seemed like Patchy woke up a little bit in that 3rd round. So I wonder if it's the thing where he didn't wake up and he's used to 5-round fights. But Mario did a great job early. Great job. I thought Patchy started to catch him a little bit more in that 3rd, but yeah. Ruffy, please fight Grant Dawson next. Oh, please, Grant. Beat him up. Let's go, Grant Dawson. Joel Alvarez will beat Topuria. That's the dark horse. Joel Alvarez is the dark horse. Yes. Because even like Charles getting KO'd, he was able to touch Topuria a couple of times. He hit him with a step-in elbow. He hit him a few times. Grant is a true Midwest savage. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Ugh, fuck. Joel would have smashed Benoit. Yes. BSD. Yeah. I agree. Actually. I don't care. Sup? Sup? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Sup, man? Hey, you. Derrick used Topuria. Oh, don't do it, please. Ugh. BKFC Presser was sick. Yeah, I seen Connor and Perry were getting face to face and stuff. Oliveira moves up to 170. That would be sick. Volk versus Yair 2. Bobby Green got knocked out by Dustin. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. What's your pick? I just got here. Picks I just got here. I think Lewis wins. And so Lewis, Wonderboy. Okay, so Lewis, Wonderboy, Garcia, Morgan, Petrino, Tafa, Curtis, Chitty, Mora, Kennedy, Mitch, and Melissa. Taporia would knock out Connor? Yeah. I want to see Style, Ben, or KO Strickland. God, I hope so. Gary used Taporia, first round KO Taporia. Yes. Yes. God, I would want Benny to win. Curtis finally at 170. Yeah, finally. Fucking finally. God damn. Pete Connor beats Taporia? Yes. Nobody touched Connor at peak. Nobody. Featherweight Connor? Yep, when he had to make 145. Correct. Benny shut down Marcano? Yes. God, I was so happy I didn't have to hear stupid Marcano's post-fight stuff. Benny's the only guy to beat the fuck out of Gamrot. Yeah, correct. Josh Van? What about Josh Van? I think he's incredible. Nate Diaz beat Prime Connor. I mean, that was short notice. Not the fight that Connor was wanting to have. Not his original opponent. So, it's a bit different. I don't know what you said, buddy. Let's see. Learn Russian. It will come in handy soon. That's a good joke, buddy. US of A. Joshua take Pantoja out? I don't think so. That was 55. And that was 55. Also short notice. So you're correct. Nate Diaz is tough as fuck. Yep, Josh Thompson smashed Nate. Well, he didn't smash him. He had kicked him. Before that, bit of a boring fight. Nobody knows what he said. Correct. Oh, it said, learn Russian. It will come in handy soon. That's why I said US of A. Yo, Bitsy, what's up, buddy? Wait, why do you prefer IRL instead of normal streaming? Just curious. Oh, it gets more views. It gets pushed more because of like shorts and people are on that short content. So the lives get pushed a little more because it's sitting there. So even if people are doing this, yeah. Hot take: Morales would shadow Islam bad. It depends. It depends because even against Burns, when he was hurt Burns, he was swinging wild. Burns caught him with a clean right overhand right. It just, those are the mistakes that you can't have with Islam. It depends if he can clean that stuff up. Never knew that. Yeah, that's why I stream right here. I love the way Russians sound. Oh, absolutely. Oh, what's something else? Here we go. How do you like it with such a gorgeous beard? I like it. You were like Jesus, brother. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Can't sleep. I keep seeing Jake video. Oh, God, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Can't wait for Van versus Tashiro title fight in 2026. I agree. I still think the dark horse is Manel Cop. Personally. But it all depends if... Yeah, it all depends if Van can deal with the grappling of Pantoja. Do you have any fighting experience? Yes. Van would beat Cop's ass? I don't think so. I don't think so. Cop's much more explosive. Van has better combinations, but Cop has that I hit you once, you're hurt power. So. People thought Esakura would beat Pantoja. Yes. Correct. What are you doing? We're talking about UFC. Thoughts on Tom Aspinall? Unproven, overrated, but good. A lot of potential. What flyweight do you want to see that hasn't happened? You can't pick any rematches. What? Oh, I would really want to see Kai Kara France Manel Cop. Not Jesus. Yeah, yeah. Kai Kara France Manel Cop. Yeah, I want to see that fight because there's a lot of hype there, and I think Kai Kara France would get his face caved in. So I'd love to see that. Imagine Neil versus Curtis. Oh, good God. Oh, man. That fight would be so much fun. The boxing of Curtis with the longer boxing of Neil, who has a little bit more power than Curtis. People always also forget that Curtis knocked out Joaquin Buckley just a couple fights ago. Is Ruffy versus Chandler actually happening? I don't know if it is, but I that would be sick. I want to see Andre Lima versus Manel Cop. I think Lima's a couple fights away from that, but that would be good. You could do that Acho guy versus Lima. I hate Kai Kara France with a passion. Correct. It's stupid. Oh, dude. I hate that face so much. That's a bad matchup for Chandler. I don't think so. I don't think so, actually. Yeah, I don't think so. Actually, I think that's a decent matchup for Chandler. Because we have no idea about the grappling of Ruffy. We have no idea if he can take the big power that Chandler does have, early at least. We know Ruffy needs space. Nobody pisses me off more. Correct. Also, who in their right mind thought Kai Kara France was going to win that fight? Who? His boxing is okay if you decide to stand there and box with him. Everybody knew Pantoja wasn't going to do that when there's a clear path to victory. Even if he didn't submit him, clear path to victory. I don't get it. True Chandler should wrestle? Yeah, but he never does. Correct. Correct. But he also does have good hooks. He throws, at least early, obviously, but I don't think Chandler's completely done. I think he could still win a couple fights. Oh, I can in English, but I don't receive speech by ear, unfortunately. Oh, I just started learning English. I treat it with all respect because we all are sons of God. Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Brian Battle back at middleweight? Yes. Yes. I know. I think the guy that he's fighting is moving down. I hope so. I wanted Chandler to be a champ with better IQ. He could have. Oh, better IQ. He's champion. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Battle moved up. Ooh. I don't know if I like him moving up. Honestly. Last weighed in at 175. Yeah, I don't like that. You got to be honest. You're cool. Appreciate you. This dude might murder him. Maybe. Did you see Tirmov got popped for roids? Shocker. Now Asu is fighting Jose Alcho. Yep. Leading Asu. Me too. Me too. But how much do you weigh? Like 180? 185? You think Lewis is going to win? Yes. Battle should stay at welterweight, to be honest. I agree. I agree with his style. Yes, I agree. Get Randy Brown to fight. Yeah, seriously. Get him a fucking fight, please. Please. You're wrong on Lewis. I don't know. He's 3-0 against really tall heavyweights. And Tallison has no experience. Floats that chin right up in the air. Got touched a lot in the Contender Series fight. Now, again, where Tallison can win is against the cage, like Tafa. But Tallison is a fresh face. I don't know if you watched this Contender Series fight, because he was getting touched quite a bit. The fight should have been Pratis versus Brown, to be honest. Oh, that's nasty. That's a bad fight for Brown. Do a flip. Does it look like I can flip? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Derrick versus Tom is the most fun matchup at the moment. The first round would be nuts. Yeah, it'd be wild. We already know Tom's taking Derrick down. 100% taking him down. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? You think Bryce Mitchell has any shot? I don't care. Fuck Bryce Mitchell. Don't care. Thoughts on Lewis via KO, Cater, Moneyline, Bomb Fame? I think Lewis wins by KO. I think Steve Garcia flatlines Cater, and I think Wonderboy beats Bomb Fame. So, but do whichever you want to do. Tom is knocking Lewis out cold in the first minute. He's a little faster than Lewis, huh? Tafa or Tacos, and why? Tafa, better striking. Tacos, bad. What about Jake for Chavez? Yuck. Just fucking disgusting. Disgrace. Who you got in the Ortega Sterling? I lean towards Sterling, but it's no joke to grapple with Ortega. No joke. He's looked bad. Ortega has, so Sterling. And again, I thought Sterling won his last one. So thank you for letting me sneak that one in there. Tafa is fucking garbage. Yeah, you think he's bad. Tacos is even worse. Chandler is still waiting for Connor? Probably. Bro, you have Lewis and Wonderboy, the 40-year-olds, but not Cater? No. Cater's trash. Wonderboy was piecing up Buckley before he got caught. Sterling beat Mavzar. I thought so. If Sterling and Gene Silva both win their next fight, they should fight each other next crack. Mavzar, I agree. Wonderboy is such a wholesome guy. Yes. Ruffy's the best nerd. His movement is like a prime Connor. It's fair. I'm surprised how close the odds are on Cater versus Garcia. Me too. I don't really understand it, to be honest. Cater is old. Ruffy versus Chandler makes 0 sense. Correct. But I like it. I do like it. There's a lot of opportunity there for Chandler. Ruffy versus Bahamondes or Faceve would have been great. Oh, Ruffy versus Bahamondes is awesome. Ruffy versus Faceve, I think, is just too chaotic. Like, I think Faceve has to be really close to Ruffy for it to be fun. Bahamondes, because he's so long, that fight is just mwah. Great. Fucking great. Feel so bad for asking, man. Dude, it fucking broke me. That I wasn't a huge Ben Askren fan, but just as like a personal level, ooh. And then seeing him get emotional, oh man. Gosh, I hope he gets well, man. Ruffy title starts now. I don't know about that. Well, we need more. Last time he was tested was against James Lyontop. So. Askren looked like Corey Sandhagen, so sad. All love to Ben. Correct. Well, I'm old enough to where I grew up with the very first Fantastic Four movies, like the 2005 one with Chris Evans and Alba and all those guys and the guy from S.H.I.E.L.D. And that guy passed away. The fucking guy, the Dr. Doom, who turned into metal and all that stuff, Julian McCann, he passed away. Fucking wild, man. Jake Paul paid for aspirin surgery. When Paul, only when he's gonna get. Yes, great though. Who do I have in Whitaker? RDR. Yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, I've RDR beating Whitaker. I just don't think that style for Whitaker is working anymore. There's too much tape on him. He has the same tendencies. I see people still making Masvidal jokes like, come on, bro. Yeah, that's fucking awful. I bet Masvidal's not even making those jokes. That's not cool. Ortega versus Gordon Ryan. I would assume Gordon Ryan. I mean, that's crazy. Crazy. That would be fun to watch, though. Gordon Ryan Ortega, that'd be fun. I would like that. We want CM Punk? Yuck. No, we don't. Don't put that in existence. Disgusting. Realistically, I think Viziev versus Hooker needs to happen. I agree. That's a great fight. Did you see the update on Ben? I did. I watched the video. It was sad. It was sad. Hoping he gets better. Hoping he gets better. Benny versus the winner of Ruffy Chandler? Yes. Hmm. Give me CM Punk, Bruce Buffer. What? Bruce Buffer would still whoop his ass. At some point, Bruce is going to have to retire. At some point. Bruce is the Street Fighter during Poirier. What? Mercano, Dawson, that'd be fun as hell. Benny versus Dawson would be incredible. God, that fight would be so much fun. Whew. Imagine CM Punk just starts the whole division. That would be wild. Van said he would definitely submit Pantoja if it goes to the ground on the Jackson podcast. No fucking way. That's stupid. Stupid to say. Yep, Benny, Dawson, 100%. That fight would be incredible. Imagine Punk came in like Lesnar did. That'd be crazy. McCall versus Finney should be a pay-per-view main event. Yeah, right. Dude, that fight's wild. That fight is wild. That Bokayev dude hits like a rock. I get to watch 318 in person, my first event in real life. That's sick. Congrats, man. That's awesome. I don't know if I'll ever go to one, honestly. I don't know if I'll ever do that. But right when COVID started to happen, I got access to LFA. I was gonna go there and talk to fighters and stuff like that, and I got COVID. But yeah, I got fucking media access to go to a MMA event to talk to fighters and record them and stuff like that. I thought it was cool. 318's whack. I love it. So what's up, John? What's up, bro? What do you think about this parlay? Victor Petrino versus Junior Tafa? I like it. It's a good parlay. I like it. Does Max fight Charles again? What's the most realistic fight for Max? Win or lose against Poirier? Rematch with Charles kind of makes sense. I still think Charles is dangerous. So, like, that fight really worries me with Max. God, I mean, there's a lot of fights, honestly, at 55. You could do him versus Dawson. You could do him versus Benny, him versus Mercano, him versus Viziev, him. I mean, there's so many fights. I really like the UFC events with no crowd. Really changed the energy hearing the blows. I agree that the Hooker Poirier fight, incredible. Oh, next you mean? Yes. Dana was saying how he hated the push for Patty to fight Ilya, but then he asked so he doesn't want him fighting Arman or Gaethje. No. He was, yes. He hated that he came into the octagon, and he hated that they got into that little, thing they got into. So, but Patty and him make sense. He talked about it in the post-fight interview, post-conference or whatever. He liked that fight. Poirier KO's Max. Oh, I hope not. Kennedy needs to get a ranked fight next. After this one, yes. We want 50 Cent first. No, we don't. Like Tabora, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad fight at all for Kennedy. And then go fight Spivak. Yeah, Tabora, Spivak. Yes. Kennedy has a lot of potential. Who would you have in Alberg Zhang? Well, we know nothing about defensively about Zhang, but Alberg's not the guy that's going to be testing that. He's going to be striking with him. God, Alberg versus that Korean dude. Alberg versus Yan. I think Zhang finishes Alberg, but the Alberg that went on a crazy knockout run there for a minute, I would say Alberg. He's a great counterpuncher. You think UFC would be cool with entrances like WWE? No, it would take way too fucking long. Who would you have in Omar Sy versus Blachowicz? Blachowicz. Omar Sy looked like shit in his last two fights. Yeah, Zhang is a killer. Yes, he is. Who would you have in Jacoby Smith versus Carlos Leal? Well, Smith was getting touched by Nico Price. Carlos Leal. What's the all-time BMF fight that never happened? Diego versus Tony. Frankie versus Justin. BJ versus Max. Ooh, that's a great question. Diego. Are you talking about Diego Sanchez? Ooh, I'm trying to think. Honestly, it's probably not a great answer, but I have to say Connor Chandler. Just because I think that fight is going to be so fucking bonkers. You're going to get your money's worth, no matter who wins. That's a great question. Bruno Ikram, that's a good fight, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if MVP versus Cannonier will be good fight or a stinker. Oh, it's going to be a good fight. I just don't know how good it's going to be for Cannonier. I'm slamming Sai for a bounce back win versus Ribeiro. Oh, Brenson Ribeiro. I would assume he wins, but Sai has looked like shit. Who would you have in Gene versus Volk? Volk. Because I think his movement, his combinations, as long as he doesn't get touched a little bit early, I think he wins. Diego Sanchez versus Tony, bro. That's crazy. That would be a wild. And not old Diego. Young Diego. Ruffy would shadow Connor right now. Oh, right now it would be awful. Awful. Cowboy Poirier would have been insane too. Oh, that's one. Nate versus Poirier. Oh my God, that fight was supposed to happen too. Whew. I think it's going to suck. Sick fight on paper though. I think it's going to be great. Because Cannonier, all he knows how to do is move forward. You can't do that with MVP. Can't do that. Poirier versus Cowboy roared it out of the White House. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. I don't want to see that. Cowboy's my favorite fighter. I don't want to see Cowboy get beat up at all. Who do you have in Kai versus Imavov? I'm leaning towards Imavov because of his movement. Share head kicks power bar, possibly. Or power bar out wrestles him and beats him up. Poirier said he was offered Nate Diaz in 2022 at UFC 270. Yeah, Nate pulled out because of a hip. Or maybe that was Poirier? Something happened. Yeah, they had a face-off. Max will take Dustin out. Oh, I hope Max wins. Cowboy had the cleanest combos, man. Yes, he did. One of my favorites. Or honestly, my favorite. Who would you have in Nazim Zadikov versus Michael Chandler? Chandler's a big boy. He's a big boy. But Nazim is cleaner striker. Jack Della grabbed the cash and dash. Who'd you have in Hooker versus Patty? Patty. Hooker makes too many mistakes, I think. Who would you have in Armin versus Gaethje? Armin. MVP beating Cheryl was such an easy pick. Correct. I never understood people being like, Cheryl is going to win. He's going to dominate. Like, MVP's old. I was like, That's not what this is about. He's a striker. If you're going to strike with him, most times he's going to win. Who would you have in MVPs versus Prates? I got to be honest, MVP. MVP. You're not going to beat him just striking. It's not going to happen. Who do you think are Who are the second best fighters in each division? They can be champs. They can be champ or contender. Dude, that's a fucking wild question to ask me. I don't know off the top of my head. Great question, though. That is a great question. After his debut, I realized he's not that good. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Like, I like Shera. I like his striking, but there's so many openings. You're right. The MVP pick was one of the easiest ones ever. Who do you got in Ilya versus Islam if they fight after another finish for each? Islam. I think Islam's striking is a little bit more technical. And obviously, I think if he's able to do anything to Ilya, get him to slip, possibility that Islam could get a submission. Prates is officially overrated after that last fight. How is he overrated? Cigarettes have nothing to do with it. He almost finished Gary. Also, he was supposed to fight Jeff Neal, not Ian Gary. Did you just say Islam striking is more technical than Ilya? Yes, I do. Because I think Ilya sometimes whiffs. Like the Josh Emmett fight, he whiffs because he throws. Throws wild sometimes. He gets himself out of position. He did it with Bryce Mitchell. He did it with Josh Emmett. Yes. Islam is straight like a piston. Ilya is going to shadow him badly. I don't think so. How different do you think middleweight would have been if Imavov and Ikram fought? Not very different, to be honest. Not crazy different. They were supposed to. Yeah, they were. No one beat Ilya? I think so. I think so. I think so. He had every opportunity to finish that fight in the last round, but just laid on Gary. What are you talking about? Laid on him? He hurt him when he got on top of him. Who would you have in Lerone Murphy versus Arnold Allen? Murphy. Allen overrated. Who would you have in Ruffy versus Armin? Armin. Who would you have in Gene versus Evolov? Gene's a good wrestler for sure, but I mean, not Gene, Jesus. Evolov is a very good wrestler, but Gene has that thing about him. You have to have great footwork and all that stuff to beat Gene, I think. And I think that's Volk. Second best in each division. Van, Umar, Silva, Armin, Brady, DDP, Pereira, Volkov. Ooh. Okay. I don't think Armin's the second best. I think Patty's better than Armin. But maybe strength to schedule. Armin has a better schedule. So fair. Ooh, Brady the second best in that division. I think that's Shavkat. Because I don't rate Leon all that great. That's Pereira Volkov. I like it. Oh, wait. Second best. DDP is not second best in his division. He is the best. And I think below him is Caio Borello. Chimaev is not second best. He didn't even throw. That's fair. When he had him hurt, he didn't throw. He threw. Terrence McKinney is my new dark horse at lightweight. It depends what Terrence McKinney we get. Who would you have in Poatan versus Tom? Depends. Can Tom get the takedown or does Tom go for takedowns? If it's a straight kickboxing fight, I like Poatan. Who would you have in Jalton Almeida versus Volkov? I would lean towards Almeida, but if Volkov gave him a hard time with takedowns, Volkov. Aspinall beats everyone right now? Not true. Armin would beat Patty? I don't think so. Armin's strike defense is awful. Shavkat is second best at welterweight. That's fair. Oh, second best. Oh, yeah. That's what I said, right? I think so. Armin beats Patty. Where does Israel go from here? Hang it up? Yes. I don't want to see Hizzy get hit anymore. Who would you have in RoboCop versus Piper? I think Piper hits a little bit too hard. If RoboCop implemented his grappling, RoboCop. Hamzat's striking looked so shit in sparring footage because he's not a good striker. Who would you have in McKinney versus BSD? I would have McKinney winning the first round. I mean, I don't know if he wins the fight, but I have McKinney winning the first. It's a problem. Who would you have? McKinney struggles against explosive power punchers and kickboxers. Not true. Who the fuck do you think beats Tom? I think Alex beats Tom. 100%. Standing. He's a better kickboxer than Tom is. Sorry. Sergey hit him. Blades is able to hit him. Can't get hit by Alex. I don't know if anybody in the heavyweight besides John Jones beats Tom Aspinall, but I do think I want to see Gon fight him. I want to see the new version of Volkov fight him, and I want to see Almeida fight him because he hasn't fought any grapplers. So, yeah. Bro, Robocop beats Piper on the feet. Did you see their last fights? Well, I mean, he dropped Gaslam, 6 times early? So, proper boxing coach, yes. I think Katie Taylor beats the brakes off Amanda tomorrow night. Okay. Thoughts on Tirsan Teixeira? Good, unproven. Volkov. Aspinall would rugby tackle Peloton off the rip. He better hope he gets it. Bro, Inc. couldn't even take down Alex. Correct. Correct. And if he knows Tom's going to go for takedowns, here comes flying knee. Boom! Tom. Whole earth shakes. Tom could shadow Alex on the feet, too. No. He has good speed, but he is not a better striker than Alex. Not even close. But it's a little after 1 a.m. here. Pereira is my favorite fighter right now, but he would lose to Aspinall. If he goes to the ground, yes. No one in the world beats Ilya or Tom. That's just not true. Tom has fought nobody. Ilya, there's an argument. But Tom, he fights in a piss-poor division. He has fought nobody. Light heavyweight sucks right now. Gelatin beats Tom Francis too. Woo, let's go. Did Tom bully you in middle school or something? But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. Elite. That's all. We're just playing. Just playing. But I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the support. John had to duck. Would have got shadowed in the first 30 seconds. It's not true. He's not as good as Alexander Gustafsson's footwork, so we would not give John a hard time. But I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. John Jones, greatest of all time. Greatest of all time, baby. Tom, you think Gustafsson is better than Tom? Yes. Yes. He had better footwork. He was a better striker. We're not talking about old Gustafsson. We're talking about when he fought John Gustafsson. The guy that knocked out Glover with the most disgusting uppercut combination of all time. Go live tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to do live tomorrow because when I get off, I have to go get up at 5. So it depends. Appreciate you. But appreciate you guys. Stay safe. I'll maybe see you tomorrow, but 100%, I'll see you on Saturday. Stay safe, and I'll see you the next time. Peace. You watching BKFC? No. God, no. Appreciate you.